Hey there, we made it. Day 50, 50 days of work. That's 10 weeks. We have 2 weeks left after today. We are going to grab 2 bands. So hopefully you have access to 2 bands. Hopefully maybe that little pack that you bought in the beginning, had several different ones. So I would love for you to have a thicker one, black or blue, but green's totally fine for the legs, something a little bit heavier. And then a lighter color, yellow or green, for the upper body. So if you don't have an extra band, grab a towel. Okay, so you're going to grab a towel and you can pull tension on that towel, and I'll kind of tell you how to use that as we go along. We are going to use a timer today. We're going to hit a little bit of everything, some arms, some legs, and everything is going to be on 1 minute. So let's go ahead and get a little bit of a warm up. So just stand, bend your knees just a bit, and then let your upper body hinge forward. Okay, once you get over the body with those knees kind of bent, see if you can get the legs straight. It's okay if your hands come up. Bend again, hinge over those legs, and then straighten. Bend over and straighten. We're going to go 3 more just like that. Bend deep. 3, slide those shoulder blades back and down. 2, and 1. And then drop your right knee as the left leg straightens, and then the left knee as the right leg straightens. One more time each side. We have 3 rounds of our full set. Every move is going to be a minute, okay? And then there will be combo moves, some legs, some arms. The first one is just going to be legs, so we'll get going there in a sec. Balance through that right leg and then just kick the left one out. Let's go 5 times on this side. Wake up that core, lift the chest. 4 and 5. Other side. So with everything, I know I always say it a million times, but really get that core going strong, right? Lift the chest, grab around that rib cage. Last one. And we really want to try to find that solid flexion of the core throughout all of our moves, so that we're incorporating the core into everything. All right, go ahead and grab your band, and we're going to put it on above, just above the ankles. So high ankle, low calf. Now, depending on where you're at in your strength of the abductors and your fitness level, where you're coming in at, if you would prefer to keep the band above your kneecaps, that will actually be just a little bit easier as far as that first exercise that we're going to be going into. Have your armband or your towel ready. So the first set, we're not actually going to use it, or the first exercise, but I want you to have it ready because we're going to go straight into it. All right, so to have it ready, just put it around your wrist like this. Make sure the shoulders stay back and down, and then I'll kind of give you a forewarning of what's coming, but I'm going to get us started. All right, so for 1 minute, we're going to start with a lateral walk side to side. If you have more space and you want to go further than I do, you don't have to go back and forth as quickly as I do. You can take up as much space as you would like. Ready, set, and go. Okay, so hinge your hips back a little. I'm going to go ahead and put just a teeny bit of tension on my armband. Walk it over. Make sure that your upper body is staying completely still. Okay, so a lot of times we like to hippity hop with the upper body, but I want you to try to keep that chest lifted, shoulders back and down, core super engaged. Pull the knee with the toe, right? So that knee is not falling in as you take your step. We have about 20 seconds left. When the timer hits, you're just going to hinge over, and we're going to get a little bit more into that armband. So it's ready to go. You should be feeling your abductors here. That's the upper back part of that booty. 8 seconds. Core strong. Drive that belly button back toward your spinal column. All right, I'm going to turn so you can kind of see what we're doing. Hinge forward. Pull the elbows up past your back. Reach your arms forward. And then lift overhead. Straight arms. Drop down. It's not fast. Pull in. Push forward. Come up. Slide those shoulder blades down. So that tension on your band is up to you. If you don't have the band, you're just pulling that towel or t-shirt or rag, whatever it is that you have. Can you pull your belly button any tighter into your spinal column? Try. Slide those shoulder blades back and down. We have 20 seconds left here. From here, we are going to move our blue band or the leg band up around above our kneecaps. So just on those low thighs above your kneecaps. We're going to finish our timer here. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, squeeze those legs in, pull your band up, and then we're going to sit into a squat and abduct those knees. Okay, squat, knees are wide. Pull the legs into an abduction. Good job, good job. Sit low, belly strong. Only get your feet so far as your knees can stay wide. Grab that belly button in a little bit tighter. Slide those shoulder blades down a little deeper and grab that core because you need it to support your low back. 20 seconds left. I should have warned you, you need a wall. If you don't have a wall, no big deal. I just want you to hold your squat, okay? Tension on that band. Hold your squat. 5 seconds. 2 and 1. Okay, so back up or move over. Find your wall. We're going to sit into a wall sit. So those knees should be right on top of the ankles, and then your arms are going to curl. Tension on your band or pull tension on that towel. Belly strong. Hold those knees out. If you don't have a wall, just hold a squat. You should be feeling flexion all around those thighs, through the upper back, shoulders, and into those biceps just a bit. My legs are screaming more than anything, but that's okay. Lots of core. Good job, good job. Next up, we're going to move our band back down around our ankles. Some of us are going to do a plank jack, and some of us are going to do a jumping jack, okay, or a stand pull. So put your band upper ankle, low calf. So just step wide, one side then the other. Otherwise, if you're with me, plank, and then you're going to go plank jack. Focus on the core, shoulders up over those wrists. After you're done here, we're going to go into a glute bridge. Flex through that upper outer booty, shoulders over the wrist. You've got it. Don't drop yet. One at a time. Push into that thumb and first finger. We're going to take our other band with us or our towel. So sit down with me. Your band is going to go up above your kneecaps. Go up into a glute bridge. Put tension on your band. All right, glute bridge. And then you're going to do a single arm row. So your left hand holds the band. Right arm is going to pull. Okay, go ahead and switch your hands for me. Right hand holds the band, left elbow pulls down. Slide those shoulder blades back and down. Check in with those legs. Are they lined up? Are your knees putting tension as much as they can on the band? Next up, we're going to keep our butt up, and you're going to put the band back around your wrists, and we're going to do a little pulse move. And this is the last of our first round. Okay, pulse, just in and out, but then the arms slowly go overhead. This is a lot for those chest muscles, Upper back, shoulders. Nothing in your neck. Keep pushing those hips up. Mine are starting to drop. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Okay, we're headed back overhead now. That's how slow the rotations should be. Lots of pulsing. Reach far overhead. Tension on that band. Come on, come on. Bring those arms back up. Drive through those glutes. Okay, and we're there. So that's our full first round. Bring your body up. Get everything set for set 2. Band back low, high ankle, low calf. Unless you don't really like moving it back and forth, you can totally put it on that thigh above your kneecaps. All right, I'm going to set our timer up. 30 seconds, pretty good. Okay, ready, set. We're going to hit those lateral walks and go. Put a little bit of tension on that band if you can. Just takes a little more work to get those knees and toes lined up when the band is low. When it's higher, we can incorporate a little bit more of just our leverage of where the band is on the thighs. Just a tiny hip hinge back. Knees and toes line up. Tension on that band. Then after this, remember we're going to do our back row to overhead lift. Man, I'm sweaty. It's good. Shoulders back and down. We have 10 seconds left. Speed is not really that effective on these guys. It's really just getting into that range and not rushing. Okay, sit back, pull those elbows in, forward, slide up, back, push forward, slide up. As the arms get overhead, focus on rotating shoulder blades, shoulder heads, back and down. Squeeze between those shoulder blades. Grab with that core a little more. It's that slow build. That self-flexion, contraction. It's going to push you further. Train the body to flex first, then get your move. It's up to you how much intensity you put into it, and it's more flexion than it is speed. After this one, we're going to pull that band up above the kneecaps and get our abductors. Okay, grab that band, pull it above your kneecaps, sit into that squat, and then abduct. Pull those knees out with the toes. We're sitting really low now. Get the belly strong. I've got a pretty gnarly lean forward, my upper body. I've always had that. I blame it on the length of my femurs. It's probably in tightness, my ankles and calves. But as long as that chest is lifted off the ribs and the butt is sitting back, that's what we want. I'll show you. So here, see my knees are forward. That is a negative. Sit that booty back. Feel lots of work in those glutes. 5 seconds, we're going to be on our wall. Okay, here we go. This one was tough for me last time. All right, sit on that wall. Get your hands ready in your band, and you're going to curl. Put tension on that band. Curl it up. Scan the body. Notice what you're feeling everywhere. It's all good. Pull that low back toward the wall. Pull those knees out. Oh, mine were falling in. I just found that. 20 seconds to go. You've got it. Keep it going. Elbows are squeezed in tight next to the rib cage. Pull those knees. 7 seconds. Then we're going to be in our plank jacks or your jumping shift jacks. Okay, plank on the ground. You can keep your band where it's at if you'd like. It's easier there. So I'm going to roll mine down. Jump in and out. Shoulders up over those wrists. Belly nice and strong. Find that intensity. Push into the burn. Build that heat. Next up, we'll be in our glute bridge with the single arm row. Whew. Okay, band back up over those kneecaps. Lie it down. Push those hips up. And then one arm is going to hold your band. Start on that maybe right side this time. Pull the other arm down. A lot going on here. We have the time to find all of it. Flex into those glutes. Push into the band. Switch your arms. Left hand holds the band. Right arm pulls. Okay, this is another one of those positions. You have to build some self-flexion. This little band isn't that much work for the back. But if you can find that rotated shoulder blade down, you're going to feel it. Okay, band around those wrists, pulse, and rotate overhead. Drive into those heels. Come on with those chest muscles. Push into those glutes, but then let your belly button drop down all the way overhead. Check in with the neck, nothing in your neck. Slide those shoulder blades back and down. If you're holding a towel, just put tension on that towel, pulling it apart, flexing into those arms, and then you slowly rotate those hands overhead. Check in with the neck. Relax through the neck. Belly button strong towards your low back. Flex those glutes. Whew. We made it. 2 rounds down. Coming back up. Okay, we have our last round to go. Make it all you got. Put that band back down low around your high ankle, low calf. And then we're going to gear up for our last round. Sit into it. Knees line with toes. Hinge those hips back. Ready and go. Tall chest, strong core. You're finding that pace that works for you, right? Where do you get your maximum burn? Where are those abductors screaming at you, but still fully able to work? Look down at your knees and make sure that the knees are following, actually leading the toe, right? So make sure that the foot isn't leading the way, but your knee is. That knee is not left behind. That forces you to grab that outer upper glute, those abductors. If you've done many things laterally with us so far, your abductors should be really coming along quite nicely. We're going to do that back row combo next. 3, 2, 1. Shoulders back and down. Drop your butt a little more. Elbows in. Push out. Row. Or lift. So here's our row. Push. Lift. Tension on that band. If you're not feeling much, push those hands further away from each other. Pull on that towel a little more. Another thing that would work here is a ball. Pressing your hands on a ball. Lifting up overhead. Tightening in. Pushing out. So wherever you can get flexion into those arms as they're rotating through that shoulder joint. Belly strong. Butt back. Back flat. 12 seconds. Push those shoulder blades down the spine. Pull, push, lift. All right, move your band up above your knees. All right, we're going to sit in those abductors. Sit, pull. Make sure that your other band or towel are handy. Belly locks in. Core strong. Focus into it. Make sure you're working on really pushing and being in control of the pull back in, right? Don't just let those legs floppy. Keep flexion. Belly strong. Shoulders down. Make sure you're not rounding in that upper back. 10 seconds left. We've got this. Okay. Oof. On that wall. Sit it down. Get those hands ready. I do those little curls. Push that low back into the wall. Knees line with toes. It's just tension on that band. You're going to feel more in your shoulders than you are your biceps. That's okay. Woof. Seriously. 20 to go. Burn is good. Don't back out of it. Let's push into it. Grab the core a little more. Got some shake going. That's good. And time. Oof. Okay, your plank jacks or your standing plank. I'm sorry, your standing jack, right? Alternating. So be a tap, 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 tap. Find your plank position first. Get into that core. Flex the glutes. You've got it. Slide those shoulders back and down. Grab that belly. Shoulders over wrists. Whew, okay. Band up above your kneecaps again. We're going to do that single arm row. Hips around your left hand. Pull right elbow down right next to that rib cage. Scan the body. Notice what you're feeling where. Get into it. Back flexed, belly flexed. Switch your hands. Set that wrist, that right wrist, right over the shoulder. Pull that left elbow down right next to the rib cage. Okay, we made it. Put those wrists in your band, and then we're going to do our pulse over heads. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Shoulders push down away from ears. Overhead, come on. You've got it. Okay, there's one. Going back overhead, straight arms. Keep pushing the shoulder heads away from the ears. Belly strong. Whew, feel that back. It's awesome. Slowly back up overhead. Keep that pulse. And we made it. Okay, get rid of your band. Drop your hips. Hug your knees into the chest. We made it through our 3 rounds, and now we get our little bonus round. Hug it in nice and tight. Okay, the bonus round. We are going to start with, that band's going to stay around your kneecaps here better. Shut this guy off. All right, that band's going to stay there around your kneecaps. Keep your other band, if you've got it, or your towel, just tension on, right? So shoulder blades down the spine. Just put tension on that band. My arms are shaky. Press up into that glute bridge. So your feet should be lined up right in front of your shoulder bones, hip bones, and the knees. So keep that left foot grounded. Lift that right leg, and we're going to pull it out to the side. 10, 9, keep pressing through that left leg. 8, 7, try not to counter pull. 6, 5, with the left leg. 4, if you need, drop your elbows onto the ground to help support. It's a lot to get that pull. Switch your legs with the hands up, but I'd like for you to at least try it. It makes that core work a lot harder. Okay, left leg lifts, pull. 1, 2, hips are up. 3, 4, 5, 6, keep driving. 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Okay, bring your legs up into a tabletop. Push your low back into the ground, and we are going to do an extension, legs and arms, okay? It's just like a dead bug, but we're just adding a little bit more into it. So you need to still have tension between your knees on that band, right? So don't put your knees together, pull them apart. Try to get your knees wide, and then the feet line with the knees. Push low back into the ground, then we're going to open arms and legs, and then bring them back in. Watch that low back. Push it open, press into that low back. That one was better for me. My first one wasn't so hot. That's 2. We're going to go 3 more. Push that low back in. Extend. Grab, hold, scoop. Bring it back. 3. We got 2 more. Press it in. If this is too much for you, you just hang out in your dead bug position. Right here. Working on pushing that low back into the ground. It'll still build, I promise. Oh. And come back in. Awesome. Okay. Get rid of that towel or other band. We're going to rotate onto our side. I'm going to do a fun little clam. So hold yourself, if you can, support on the elbow. If you need to come all the way down onto the armpit, totally fine. Whatever you're doing though, don't forget that core. Your feet stack, and then we're going to open the knees, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Be in control, drop back. That's one. We're going to go 5 of them. Hold. 5, 4. Hold that core, core, core. Bring it back slow. Up. Now open my arm. It feels good. Lifting that chest. 3, 2, 1. 3. Up and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. You should feel this all in that glute and hip joint. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I let that one pop down a little bit too fast. Hopefully you held control. Other side. Elbow down. Stack those knees. Stack those feet. Find that shoulder right on top of the forearm, right on top of that elbow. Ready, set, pull, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You should find a lot of help and work, pull, and that oblique as well. 4, 3, 2, 1. Check in with that chest. Do not collapse down toward the ground. Lift up high. Pull and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I don't know if you can tell or not. I'm shaking a lot. Pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have one more, and then we're going to stretch. Ready, set, pull. Hold it. 5, 4. Lift that chest. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Okay, let's get rid of that band. Nicely done. Nicely done. Fun mystery week. Random stuff thrown at us. Not too many weights. It's kind of a fun change up. Okay, we're going to go straight into our pigeon. So bring your left leg forward onto the right side of your mat, and then you're going to drop onto the outer edge of that left calf, and then you walk that right knee back to wherever you can get your pelvis square to the ground. Push into the elbows, or if you need to stay on your hands, that's fine, but I want you to pull, find some traction, and pull the chest forward. So those shoulders wrap down the spine again. So some things to check in on progressions. We are at our 50th day, as I mentioned. Where are you at with posture? Where are you at with energy? Where are you at with your everyday life? Getting in and out of the car, going through your motions at home or at the office, at the store, at the beach, everything else that you're doing, check in. Maybe you haven't noticed because it's been a slow buildup, but you should be finding or noticing, paying attention to, because it's extremely rewarding to realize when you are working through all of your normal movements and motions. Okay, let's push up, switch to the other side with more efficiency, more strength, more balance. Drop onto the outer edge, that right leg. Same thing, find your traction here. You hold yourself more confident. Hopefully your joints are happy. If you're finding limitations that are new in your joints or pain, inflammation, please, please let me know. We don't want to cause stress and pain to the body by working it out, but rather health. I don't know, you guys probably remember I started this session out with some elbow issues, and I've gotten those under control, and it's so exciting. It is not fun to try to work through pain. It's very limiting, but we always should try to figure that out. The faster you can, the better. But definitely notice those progressions, those reward patterns. Hopefully your body symmetry is changing. Okay, switch that leg around. We're going to do something kind of funky here. In yoga, I believe it's called cow face or half cow face. You're going to start with your right leg forward. Take your left leg over the top of that one, and then hinge forward over the leg. Muscle tone, definition, stature, pride, a healthy pride. It's all really good. I know that a lot of us are chasing after a certain weight or a certain size. Switch the legs. I'm hoping, my hope for all of you, other leg goes over the top, is that you can find appreciation and gratitude for your body wherever it's at and all that it's able to do. Again, think back to where you started. Some of you guys have been doing these videos with me since we were all ordered to shelter in place. Today is August 11th, and we all kind of were sent home March 13th. And then a lot of you, even before that, have been working out with me at the gym. So think back over time, where have you progressed from? Where are you going toward? Be proud of yourself, be excited, bring some others along into the journey. Come into that squat, kind of just push your heels down, stretch through those calves. All right, I will see you all for day 51 very soon. Thank you so much.